What's up, everybody? Sensei here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to another video live chat wheel jam. And look who we have in the house. We have Zach Darnell. I'm telling you, thank
What's
you,
up,
Zach.
everybody?
And we have Green Master Mike in the house again. And I want to thank everyone for taking time out of their Friday evening to join us because you know what, man, you could be doing something else, but you're here with us and we highly appreciate it. And this is going to be a slamming show. And Zach, so what is going on, brother?
Well, I kind of find myself in a unique position where I'm able to go to China this year. So I'm going to be training. Well, I have been training every day, but I'm going to continue training every day until I do make it out there and compete against, all the world's top racers. And it's going to be it's honestly very exciting. And I'm a little overwhelmed, but, the excitement is coming forward.
One thing I do want to say first, I'm going to thank everyone for coming in. We got Roger, we have Spartacus, we have Euro. Thank you again. But this is the great thing. Zach has just come off a great win. The first TEF1 race, he took first place.
One.
TEF1, he was amazing race. I mean, you went up against some stiff competition. And then, if I'm not mistaken, before that, you took third at AVS?
No, actually wiped out during the final race. So we had two runs down Thunderdome. You do one run down the right and one run down the left, and then they add up your times, and then that's your overall score. And on my first one down, I slipped out, and then I had to pull my wheel out of the bush, turn off, turn it back on, and it was just it was over after that. But it encouraged me to go as fast as I can on the second lap, and I'm pretty sure I set not just a PR but also a track record for Thunderdome.
Okay. So you had the first place at TEF1.
So even though I wiped out, I'm like, that time was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
Because the whole point of AMP was, we want everyone to progress, and so your first day you throw down your times, that's awesome, that's great, and then you have 2 more days to perfect that, and not just myself but everybody who went there and went down Thunderdome improved exponentially, which was very exciting to see.
Good, nice. Yeah. I know I got to see you race at the Electrified Expo out in New York City, and see fun. This. Yeah, that was wicked. And this is the thing, what I don't think people understand. You see the video on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, and you're like, man, that's something else. But when you're there and you actually see the speed, I was watching you guys go down the back straight, and it was like watching motorcycles go down the back straight. I mean, the speed you see live is incredible.
That's wicked.
Yeah. So how did you feel? I got to actually meet your dad too at dude at yeah, that was cool. But so
is he the one that got you into racing or being on a unicycle, Zach?
No, I actually I got my dad into it, and then he got his brother into it. Then his brother got his wife into it, and then my mom's kind of into it, but she's still a little hesitant.
It's a Darnell thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a Darnell thing.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So how long have you been riding, Zach?
About 4 years now.
You're 4 years in? Okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
So because you're from Sacramento, right? I believe.
Yeah, from Sacramento.
Yeah. So who do you ride with out there that got you to your level? I mean, obviously, or did you do it all by yourself? Because I mean, what got you? Who helped you get to where you're at, dude? Was there do you have any guys that you could say, this guy?
People. So in high school, I was really into snowboarding and downhill longboarding, and then when COVID came around, I was really bored, and I was just sitting around with my buddies, hey, I wonder if that electric skateboard technology is taken off. We started looking into it, and we're like, oh crap, electric skateboards really picked off, and one wheels just came out. And so I went down the e-skate route. My other buddy went down the one wheel route, and I really wanted to ride off road because it's just more fun. And then when my friend Larson Mintz, he got a one wheel, and he's like, dude, just ride these things. They're like everything you want. And I was like, naturally semi good at it, but I hated the limitations, so I never gave it a full chance. So I went down the rabbit hole of e-skates. And then after a while, I, came in contact with some people. One of them was Chance Hines that showed me, hey, the unicycle is just much better. And I'm like, oh shit, it is. And so I like ditched all my electric things and, bought a V11, and then it was just game over after that.
Yeah, right on.
Now, what's your main wheel right now?
Right now I'm riding the ET Max Master 4.
Master.
Yeah, those are my go-tos, and I always just mess around.
That's my baby.
Mini. I think the M10 Mini is my absolute favorite. It's just so fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Giving love to the Mini.
Yeah, but to further answer your question, it was really Chance Hines that really pushed me into the sport and took me.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Chance lately.
Yeah.
I hope he's all right.
No, he's doing good. It was just a rough year for him. He got shoulder injury. Then a Tesla ran into him when he was just going over to the grocery store to get like a few things. Like he wasn't even geared up, and it was just in the park. Like just bounced off a car just enough to where his knee's not super good. And he's in he's in the HVAC industry, so he's climbing in the attics and like 115 degrees.
Right.
Outside. So it's he'll get back into it, and
Yeah, because I like watching him, man. He rides hard, dude, on the trails, dude.
Yeah, dude. Single track. He's no joke. Yeah, I watched a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, I seen him when he did that T4. Remember, he did the T4.
Oh yeah,
and he was rolling through with that T4.
And he put that thing through its paces. All right, let's give it a quick. We got EUC Lifer. Thanks for coming in. Fresh Bones is in the house. Ricardo, thank you, everybody. If you have any questions for Zach, I think we got a good one coming up. Pop it in the comments, and we're gonna pop this one in here first. Ricardo's like, he's asking, what setup do you have on your ET Max?
I guess so I have the Clark eWorks pedals, then the new Phantom pads he came out with, to where they're a little bit
how are those, man?
They're really nice. They're printed out of like a really fancy TPU, so they're like really squishy, but not overly squishy. They have a lot of resistance to them.
Okay.
Where someone like me, I like to keep my pads pretty like tight. I would say snug, not tight. And I can still kind of like shimmy my feet around however to position me up for the turns.
Yeah, because I like them bio pads he makes. Those things are killer, dude.
Oh yeah,
those are nice and tight,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they come pretty close to the
bio pads, or a little bit looser.
They're about the same dimension. They come very close. It's just a different material.
Okay.
Where you can ride the ones I was just talking about a little bit tighter and still have some tolerance, getting your foot in.
Sweet. And they don't come up as high, like on your shin. It's almost like a power knob height, I guess you could say.
Yeah, they'd come up to about here.
Okay, good. So
you're not super high.
All right. Mm-hmm. Let's see if we have anything.
Do you have a certain brand of wheel that you think that you'll stick with, or are you open to anything, Zach?
At this point, I'm open to anything. There's so many new wheels entering the market.
Isn't there?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Gosh, like there's the NOSFET, the Sherman L, the Blitz Pro.
Well, you heard of the Panther and the Extreme Bulls making, I think, a Phantom.
Oh, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, that's I did. Yeah, I did hear about that. That's crazy. Yeah, the wheels are coming out like one right after the other, like a couple wheels a month. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, it's hard to choose. Mm-hmm. It's hard to choose.
Now, as far as racing goes, Zach, What do you like better? Do you like the track? Do you like off-road style? What do you like best? Or it doesn't matter? You just race on
I
on the
like the
internet.
people. The people are the best part.
There we go.
Yeah,
There
because
we
if
go.
you know,
Yeah,
it's boring if you're just by yourself.
oh
Mhm.
yeah, it is.
Like even
Well,
if
I'm
I'm
talking
riding
about as far
like
as like the racing. Do you like the off-road style, or do you like track? As far
you know, I really love riding off road a lot, but I gotta say the track is a whole nother animal that I think it's a lot newer to me, so it's more fun in that regard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I think I would say off road just because it offers more nuances to how you would I guess more nuances in like the terms of terrain. There's this there's no similarities between two tracks. There's always going to be, wooden features, jumps, downhill, uphill, different textures of the dirt too. So you get more like California would get more clay. You got to the desert, you get more of like loose, like powdery dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, if you get, gosh,
I got a question, Zach, real
yeah.
quick. Not to cut you off, but on both of those that he just mentioned on circuit or on trails, have you gotten hurt seriously on either or which
Oh yeah.
one do you think is more dangerous in your opinion?
Um, Definitely off road because you can fall onto rocks, and one rock can hit you in the gut. It can get between your pads. Um, so yeah, it's always best to gear up, no matter what, even when you're commuting. Because the most I've gotten hurt was just commuting to my dad's house, and from my dad's house going to work. I'm not wearing all the gear. I just have like a helmet, knee pads.
Yeah.
Now I definitely wear elbow pads too. But still, even when you fall, you even with those on, you can f up your shoulders and your
Yeah,
hips and
dude.
stuff, and it just sucks. And I
You
work
ever
in
tried any of the lazy rolling stuff?
yeah. I wear the lazy rolling jacket. It definitely
Yeah,
helps out.
I carry the hoodie everywhere I go, dude. Like
Mhm.
that thing is just it's so convenient, isn't it? Just
Oh,
boom,
it's
Yeah,
great.
just
you
slap it on, and you're good to
Great.
go.
But in the
Yeah,
summertime here, it gets to about like 115, so it's just like shit. Less is good.
less is better.
Yeah.
You know what else you could try too, Zach? Is like I have a mesh
Mhm.
riding jacket, and that helps out in the hot weather. I
Yeah,
mean, it's a lot cooler than trying to run with a straight up like hoodie on. That air just blows straight through, but you still have that protection. That works
Yeah, that
good.
was good.
that's a good idea.
What's happening, Devo? We got Devo in here.
What's up, dude?
Okay, we got another question for you here. It says, do you think the new X-Way 168 volt with a street tire will be better for racing than the ET as it is lighter?
Mm. I don't know. I've ridden the X-Way probably for 50 miles on street.
Mm-hmm.
I
Oh,
I guess in theory, but I don't know. I'd have to compare the two hand in hand. I'm not too
and what
sure.
do you say is the fastest wheel you've ridden to the date right now?
Probably ET Max.
Max. Okay.
Hmm.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And
But
now that's the fastest wheel, but if you were to pick, this is the one that I have to have for racing, what would that wheel be? Like for circuit racing, like
yeah,
ABS, like F1.
I'd probably lean more towards the X-Way.
Okay.
Okay, that's
And
good.
second choice maybe Master 4.
Good, man. He's giving a Master 4 love, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my favorite wheel, dude. That's
it's still holding up today.
Right
yeah,
now,
dude.
dude, you can get a
I love
good
it,
deal
dude.
on those things too. You can get it.
It's
I've seen them
cheap.
as under $2,000, man.
Yeah,
It's excellent.
Yeah, I mean they're
they're easy to work on. You can get all kinds of aftermarket. I keep trying to convince Sensei to get one, dude. I'm like, dude, it's if unless you're racing, like racing, dude, there's not much difference in some of them high end wheels. I'm like, and if you're gonna spend that much money, you might just spend a little bit less and get almost this. It's the best bang for your buck, basically.
It really
and you can
is.
work on it. Novices can work on it. I love that wheel.
Who knows, man? It might be up underneath one of these trees.
Oh,
Zach, I got a great question. Actually, so
Yeah.
I always tell people I watch a lot of content, and I was listening to Roger while he was flying around the track, and I had stated this before, right? A lot of times when people are watching races, they think it's always about the speed, fast, 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 fast. And I heard Roger talking about racing lines. How important are the racing lines, when you're going into turns, you're trying to hit the apex to maintain your speed and all that type of stuff. Because like they used to say, sometimes slow is fast and fast is slow, if you know what I mean. So if you could explain how important it is to people watching taking the proper race line.
Oh yeah, no, it needs to be taken very seriously. It's actually really easy to go fast in a straight line, but try going fast while turning. You really have to calculate how you're coming into the turn. Usually you have to come in pretty wide and hold it wide and be able to sustain that much pressure on your inner legs. I'm sorry, your inner leg. But it'll make or break your racing performance, because if you look at the times at most of these tracks, we're off by half a second, tenth of a second. Very close. So
that's in the pro division, right?
Up your circuit.
That's on the pro division, because you got you have like 3 different divisions at TEF1, right? You have the pro, the intermediate, and something else. What? I think it was 3 of them, right?
Yeah, there's like novice, intermediate, and pro.
Yeah, because I know your time. If you took the last guy's time and your time, it looked like you could have lapped them. You could have probably lapped them.
I probably could have.
Yeah, for sure you could have, man. The Zach attack.
And one thing I noticed, I don't have like the races that you have, Bunny, but not even close. But one thing that I love about racing is that, especially when you're racing on like dirt, like I always try to promote Cobra's World Life Rally. I love that race. It only takes, especially racing against high competition like yourself or Roger, one little bobble. That's it. And you're done. And it's I don't think people understand. It's like that. And you could be out the race. It's crazy. Can you explain on that a little bit? It's like,
it's one thing to be perfect every time, but also having control over your inner anxiety is the hardest part. The pressure of everyone watching, the pressure of of course being perfect, but also the pressure of judging the track too, because during race day everybody's pushing themselves 110%, and the track's going to get a little torn up, it's going to get dusty, it's going to get a little rutted in some spots, so you have to almost reevaluate the track. Even though if you've been practicing it all day or all weekend, it's a different ball game when you're on your final pro lap. So I guess,
and I think that's what makes it really cool too. It's like you can take one lap, and then if you're going, if you have 3 laps, the next lap you go, you can't even take the same line. It might have a rut in it. There might be a rock in it. So it's like a lot of back and forth, man. It's like a chess match. A chess match,
And that's what makes it fun, if it were the same thing every time, it would just be super boring.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm sure there's been times when you're going so damn fast, you're like, the exhilaration is just like, you're almost out of breath. Sometimes you can't believe you're actually doing some of these things.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the times it's like holding a chair pose for like 2 minutes straight. I don't know. I've been in situations where like my legs are burning, I can't breathe.
And it's like the force of martial arts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially being up against Doug, he likes to hang out in your blind spot and then just take the opportunity at the right time. It's like shit. So you gotta really, at least I've been in situations where I really gotta like bunker down. Like I gotta maintain this. He's right there.
That is freaking
Especially
awesome.
Roger. If Roger's behind you and he's making comments, then you're going too slow.
I was listening to his commentary last race, man. It was hilarious.
He's good at them comments, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
And the funny thing is, he's like, oh yeah, all nice and calm. He's doing like 50, 60 miles an hour, like all nice and calm.
Yeah. Last time he's like, oh, you have better lines than Kevin. This is actually fun.
Oh my god.
I'm like laughing, but I'm like, shit, I'm messing up. I gotta ignore him.
Yeah, he plays mind games. That's what that shit is, dude. He's getting in your head.
He's Roger, man. Some more shout outs. We got Grills in the house. We got Seth. What's happening, everybody?
What's up, Seth?
What's going on, Amped?
Will Brady is in here, man. We got the crew building up. Okay, hold on. Check this out. We got make sure we get talking. Oh, he said lines. How about this one? Got another one. Guys can see that. He said Roger stated that Zach's lines are better than Kevin's. However, Kevin was up there. If Kevin drew better lines while racing, I think Zach would have still taken the race as he bolted. Okay. This is a major, I think we talk about weight, whether it's the rider or it's the wheel, almost every stream we do. What's your take on weight when it comes to racing, as far as whether it's the rider or the wheel? Zach?
It's the rider. It's definitely the rider.
Okay.
You know, even heavier riders can perform extremely well, and even the most lightest riders. Like, I've rid with people much younger than me, which like Nadia, for example. She's very quick, very agile, very fast, which she can really utilize the leverage of her body with the wheel. But even someone like Aaron Doria, where he's like a bigger guy, I don't know how much he weighs, but he's probably around like.
Well, he won first place, didn't he?
Yeah,
over at the expo in the Bay.
Yeah, he did really well at Electrify, and and also like take Brian Dillard for example. He's really tall, so he's able to really get over the wheel, but it really comes down to how well have they been conditioning, how well can they like maintain those poses. And even early, almost especially nowadays, like the wheels are so similar to each other, with subtle variations. One's slightly lighter, one's got slightly more torque.
Exactly.
Rider can,
and there's small variations.
Yeah. So it really comes down to preference, which makes it more fun and more adaptive to the rider, of having them choose specifically what works best for them.
That's what I always say, dude. That was a great answer, dude. I always say it's the rider, dude. I mean, it's like, I know I don't have the greatest physique, but I mean, I ride with some of these guys down here in Mexico and stuff, and they're like, dude, how do you move like that? And I'm like, well, So I think it's how long you can hold them poses, dude, and just and not be fearing life and freaking out everything that comes out, and just stay as sharp-witted as you can.
I know that's what helped me in racing. I mean, I'm not as skilled as a lot of the other guys, not even close, but my legs are strong. So I notice my legs don't get fatigued a lot. So what I don't have in skill, I may try to make up with the strength in my legs. But having good leg conditioning really helps, man. Strong core, strong legs, it does. It helps a lot.
Yeah, especially taking care of your joints too. These will really hammer out your knees.
Even your ankles. I'd see
ankles. Yeah.
The thing is, because of the dehedral, you're riding like this. Think about it, and all that pressure gone into like your arches. That's why I tell some riders, like if you're getting foot fatigue, maybe find a good orthotic or some type of arch support to keep your foot from. It helps from getting, your feet getting tired.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah, your joints, man,
mm-hmm.
big time. Back, your lower back. Try to keep your lower back stretched out.
Yeah, it's all. I try to do as much yoga as I can to help mitigate all that.
Nice. I need to get into that.
Yeah,
I need to get into that, man.
Just
I've always been like yoga, man. What? But now I'm starting to get older, and I'm like, all these buddies of mine, they're like, dude, yoga is where it's at. You got to keep stretching. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Luna, what's happening? We got Black Cobra in
what's
here.
Up, Cobra?
So,
let's get that up there. Try to stay with the comments. Sometimes I fall so far behind. I apologize.
Do you ever wear weights, Zach, when you ride?
Every now and then I'll play around with it, but it has a lot of pros and cons. Like the pros, you'll be able to get, the leverage you need very easily. Like you can just like throw your hand out and that's all you need. You don't even have to like really lean forward, but it puts a lot of strain on your back muscles. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed I had to change up my form a little bit to help, compensate that. But honestly, I think it's, probably bad practice. I could be wrong, if someone, can master it, prove me wrong, then that'll be pretty cool. But I've given enough tries to say this isn't really worth it.
Right.
There was one of the races I tried it at. It was at the Electrify Expo in New York, but only on the first day. And I was able to over torque the wheel really easily and almost hit the fence line.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's that added weight, man.
Yeah. But right now it's like anything that doesn't affect my form, I'm cool with right now. I don't want to really mess that up.
Yeah, I like riding with a backpack with a lot of weight. And I don't know, I think I do that a lot because I like braking really good,
Mm-hmm.
And that added weight, it gets you like to brake quicker. It's like it's opposite of what you were using it for. But the braking, and I do notice my lower back, dude, it does get your lower back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially a charger and a water bottle. It'll do it.
Charger, water bottle, couple cinder blocks.
No.
So we got Grill says Kevin Style was unorthodox street riding. He changed the dynamics simply by carving. And
I don't know.
Carving, I think, is essential, man.
It'll get you out of jams too. I know, like when you start wobbling, man, you can dive into a carve and help. Can help you get out of it.
Yeah, especially with like just carving a little bit, you're able to like dip your body like into the apex of the carve a little bit more to get just a little bit more torque. Mm-hmm. I see the benefits of that. I wouldn't say it's unorthodox. The steroids help in racing.
Run a cycle before a race.
Maybe.
It might, huh? I know Bud does a little bit. Oh, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, it was funny when I was watching Roger, I think it was it Avia? No, the what was it?
It was a tough one.
Yeah, the tough one. I was like, because it seemed like certain times where he could have passed. I don't know. Roger, if you could answer that. And I was like, it looks like he can go ahead and pass, but then he kind of like backed off a bit. So I don't know. Maybe that was just me.
I think the stakes were too high and he just wanted to like pick the right time.
Okay.
I think he did mention after the race that he thought there was another lap after that, and that was when he was going to make the move.
Oh, that's when I saw when the racers came off. They're like, there was one more lap.
Yeah,
a couple racers said there was one more lap.
Because because I remember them going from like green flag straight to checkered flag. There was no final lap flag. Yeah, but also on that straightaway, like you're forward, you're looking down, you're not really looking up at the flag people or the ref, the audience.
Yeah,
so I can really see that.
Yeah, you guys are just, and you're in a moment. It's just like go, go, and they're asking about nerves.
Oh, totally. I think the more you race, the worse it gets. The worse it gets.
Do you do anything for the nerves?
I slap myself in the face.
You psych yourself out or what?
Yeah, no, I try not to psych myself out. I try to, usually at races, I just wander around. I just keep moving my legs. So my body's warm, but also if I just sit down and just stare off into oblivion, then I'll just start coming up with everything in my head of oh crap, don't do what you did last time, what you did the other time. What you did, was cool, but do it better. Is your shoes tied? Did you, that kind of crap. So I just kind of walk around to get my mind off things, talk to everyone. It helps out a lot, especially with these bigger races where there's a lot on the line. It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. I think me and Grills, we talked about that at Cobra's rally. You're just talking about how your nerves, man. It feels like you got a fight going on in your stomach. You know what I mean? Like the butterflies and everything. Yeah, it can definitely play some mind games on you.
Yeah, definitely use the 100%. Bathroom before.
Yeah, right.
100%. Let's see. I'm gonna try to. Oh, I'm falling behind. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can catch up here. What we got here?
Cobra. Let's see.
Yeah. And what's your thoughts on that too, Zach? He says Cobra's saying EUCs and races are on the map, y'all. We are definitely making it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely growing and turning into a pretty legitimate sport.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Amped there to help, bring the media to everyone else, which is they do a stellar job at it.
Yeah, I mean that's good stuff. I mean, shout out to Seth and Cobra and the whole AMP staff.
The whole crew.
Mm-hmm. And what I like too, it's like the whole community's pulling together. You got the East Coast, West Coast, down. Everyone's just coming together, to make it happen.
Yeah, there's some of the coolest people I know.
Yep. Yeah.
Exactly.
And that I say it too, man. It's the people. It's the people. It's the environment. It just makes it fun. I've met some of the coolest people. I've been riding for 4 years. I've met some of the coolest people in my life in the last 4 years. No joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's cool. Everyone's got different backgrounds. It's really people are quite the same.
Mm-hmm.
So gosh,
we all come for one common cause.
None that has been this diverse.
Pop my legs. Pop my legs. Hey, that helps, man.
We're seated. Definitely leaning. Standing and leaning.
Okay. How's your pedal tilt? Do you ride with a negative or a positive tilt?
I think it would be positive because it's slightly back a little bit.
Okay. All right. Because I know, like I said, I don't push the envelope very much. If I do, I was trying with a negative. I think I had a negative 2. Mm-hmm. And then when I would lean out over the wheel and set up for the turn, it was like my hips were too far forward and I would start getting one of these, man. Mm-hmm. So when I put my pedals either neutral or put them up a -1 or 2, it seemed to just get rid of that. It was almost like I had too much weight over the wheel. Yeah,
that's exactly why I do it. I'm a little. The drawback is the drawback's going to be in your starts. You know, if you guys see me at TEF1, I'm a little bit sluggish on the ET Max getting out of there. Mm-hmm. And I want to say it's because of that. I got to, you know, really work my way over it.
Right.
But yeah.
Do you use field weakening?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I during TEF1, I had level 5 field weakening on, which helped out a lot. I had a watch on my arm that told me, you know, my PWM, so I was, you know, keeping it in a good healthy range, because, you know, by lap, you know, probably towards the last two laps, it was kind of sagging down to a point of like, oh shit, like I still have enough headroom to maintain my speed, but you know, if I put on like three more laps, it would probably be a little more detrimental.
Okay. Yeah. You're sucking too much juice out the battery, you think?
Yeah, and not letting the batteries rebound and all that fun stuff.
Gotcha. Cobra is all set for China.
Oh, that's fun.
Got his visa. Cobra, I got a bone to pick with you, bro. You came to New York, you didn't say nothing. I'd have bought you lunch or something, man. Next time. We can go to BBQs and have a steak. Anyway.
And when are you going to China, Zach? You were saying something about China earlier?
Yeah, I'm leaving next Monday.
Wow, dude.
Corner.
So how long are you staying out there for?
I'll be there from the 20th. Well, I guess I'll be there for a little over a week.
Oh man, that's like a chance of a lifetime, dude.
That is awesome.
That's going. Oh my goodness, and you got like some of your crew going too, Roger, Cobra. So, oh my goodness, man, that is going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, check this out. Hold on, let me get this one up.
Is that who's all going? Roger, Cobra, and Zach?
Oh, there's more people going.
Oh, you guys are going deep. That's good.
Marty's heading out that way. I think Albert's already out there. Or he's on his way out there.
Yeah. Gosh, even Sho is flying in from Japan. Yeah, after he does holidays with his family, he's going to fly over. And then Aaron bought his ticket the very last day of sign up. So he's going.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's going to be good stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roger said right here, he thought there was one more lap. Yeah, because I was watching a race. I got to tell you, I watch a lot of content. I'm like, wait a second. It looks like he got some juice in the tank, man. Is he going to push? Yeah.
Could have passed any time. Yeah, he didn't want to hurt himself.
Let me just get up here.
That's what it was. He wants to enjoy the China trip.
I don't know. I think we need to go back and watch the footage.
Yeah, I think I did. I watched it. Been watching them races, man. Oh man, you guys crack me up. Let's see what we got here. There's another question, bro. I'm sorry. What's it like racing with your dad, bro? That has to be freaking awesome.
That's got to be cool.
Oh, it's great.
That got to be awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You guys give each other crap at all? Like, hey, man, why'd you go that way?
Yeah. No, yeah, we bicker. We bicker a lot, but we have a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Sometimes too much fun. But it's great, you know. I'm glad I have this relationship with my dad, and we're
that is awesome, dude.
Enjoy this together and actually enjoy the racing aspect of it too, because he's ever since I got him into it, he's just obsessed with taking it apart and like making custom parts for it. And it's like sometimes it's like, hey, you need to stop it, put that thing back together, and we're gonna go ride. Like, well, I just shaved off 3 ounces, and it's like, oh, great, let's go ride.
About the weight.
He's a tinker.
Yeah. Oh, he's a tinker for sure.
Dude, that's what I gotta. Dude, I hate wrenching on freaking wheels, man. Oh my goodness. I can do it. It's just like, oh man.
Yeah,
I think my patience runs low.
Yeah, he just ripped apart his ET Max last week, and he just redesigned the top components, redesigned the headlight, custom handles now. It actually looks pretty good.
So what is he? What he's got, like electrical background?
Yeah, he's got a computer science background, construction, pretty much the jack of all trades.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do any 3D printing, Zach, of your own at all?
Yeah, I do. I used to make my own pads and fairing kits for my wheels, and then, then I started using Clark's products, and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty good stuff.
Good stuff.
Because it's time consuming making prototypes and testing them. Like, oh, I gotta tweak.
Takes forever, huh?
Yeah. Especially nowadays, where it's just I'm I got so much little time. I got to use it wisely.
Ricardo, he's asking about like a playlist. Do you ride with music or even when you're just practicing?
Yeah, I listen to a lot of different stuff, mostly electronic. I listen to kind of like fusion jazz too, some heavy metal. But when I race, I don't listen to any music. Actually, I have to distract myself when I race because it's just so, anything can happen. Like I was saying earlier, you can practice the track all day long, but until you start throwing out other people, it's 100% different.
I think that's my problem, though. Sometimes I might be a little bit too relaxed. I need to get myself revved. You slap yourself in the face, I might have to punch myself.
Yeah.
Get myself revved up, dude. It's like almost like I'm preparing for the box or something. I just try to keep myself relaxed, and I think sometimes I'm too relaxed. Hold on, let me see. That's my biggest problem.
Yeah, it's not an easy feat, but I know majority of the guys, they all listen to music, which I could see how they use it to their advantage.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I'm just so like I need to hear my wheel. I need to hear the air coming at me. I need to hear the people alongside of me. Even if Roger's making a shitty comment, I want to know what he said. I don't want to have to go back through an 8-hour video to find hey, what the hell was he doing there.
He says people don't understand, this is Cobra, how your nerves affect you and how weak your legs get while racing, both off-road and track. Yeah 100%.
Do you ever get the shake, Zach, on the back of your legs?
Yeah, like before we start the race, I'll try to, like, when I'm like riding out to the starting line, I'll try to like warm up my hips, my knees, just kind of like do some simple carves to kind of like get my muscles engaged, get the blood flowing too, but more so of like kind of stimulating that muscle memory of like, hey, this is what we're doing right now. Don't mess up.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be fun though, dude. Like I said, I wish I could have went to this. I really, really do. Not even if I wasn't going to race, just to be there, take some footage, whatever. That would just be freaking awesome.
All right. Well, there'll be more of it. There'll be a next time.
I have to get myself ready here. And Roger says, I just packed power knobs for Kuji. Kuji rolls. Yes, I forgot Kuji will be there too. Electric Dreams, Jack will be there too.
It sounds like a great time.
Yeah. I guess I'm cheaper. Yeah, it's probably, it'd definitely be cheaper to do it that way. Power knobs are good, man. I like them. I just got a pair, and I've been practicing with those things. I like them.
I wonder why those power knobs stopped making the lights on them, dude. I wanted to get some, but then they say they don't make them with the lights anymore.
don't know. What were anyone having issues with the lights? Maybe durability or anything?
I don't know.
Maybe they're just really tricky to get in there. Or maybe that's not popular.
Yeah, they look cool at night. Like the shred lights look pretty cool too.
That's pretty cool.
It's good too. It can for visibility as far as letting other vehicles and stuff see you on the road. That would be epic at night.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when I ride, I have a little spotlight thing. I'll shine around. Then when I go near cars, I'll like slash their mirrors. That way they're blinded. That way they're blinded and they just don't move. And I'm just like, yeah, don't move. I'm gonna go past you.
Girls like the race Kevin had amped. He was playing with me. I'm better now, but yeah, he embarrassed my ass. Girls was funny. Oh, here we go. Hard, medium, or soft mode, Zach? What's your preference?
Oh, hard mode.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just found out that Mario rides in medium mode, and he says he's able to use it to his advantage of getting the wheel a little bit more forward for the extra torque. So I have to try that out. I wonder if there's anything there.
No, you do get more speed, Zach. You do. Like the only thing is like you don't get that instant response. I like riding on hard, but I've been practicing on medium, and it's that takeoff. It's a little bit slower, but once it gets in, man, it's like full send. You know what I mean? So yeah, you should try it. Try different styles.
Yeah, definitely. That's funny.
Roger always seems like they'll always dive in and help out when needed.
Yeah, I have it to compensate on level 2. So not a whole lot, but just on the turns, it'll come up just a little bit. That way I'm not getting too in front of the wheel, and I'm able to get that extra torque coming out.
Will Brady. Okay, so soft mode only for him. Devo. That's funny. Look at that last one.
Oh my God, Devo, you're too much.
Yeah, he's funny. I'm just gonna try to catch us up here.
It's fucking G-rated, man.
Yeah, this is apple juice.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, I'm off Monday, Cobra. Yeah, I don't go back to work till next Thursday.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some riding in.
What's the weather like over there with you, Sensei?
It was in the 30s today, and I think it's gonna be about the same. Yeah, it's cold, man. I see you guys out on the West Coast, man. It's funny out here. Oh man, it was chilly today. It was 60 degrees. I'm like 60 degrees. Damn, East Coast would be in shorts.
But it was raining up there, wasn't it, Zach?
Yeah, it's been raining the past few days, but before that, it's been like kind of sunny and nice, like high 50s, low 60s.
Yeah, it's nice down here in San Diego right now, dude. It's nice. I think it's like 75, 80 degrees almost.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I was going to visit you guys this weekend, but it just didn't fall through.
Yeah, San Diego's nice. I like the weather down here.
Oh,
but I'm still a Bay man, dude.
Aaron, I got a banana for you.
There's like 6. I didn't realize that. He said there's like 60 people gone. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome, man.
I think it might be up to 70 now.
Wow.
Wow, they're going deep, dude.
Yeah. And they're open to bets too, so you can bet on which country, you can bet on the racers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
what's it on? Like FanDuel or which one is it? Or how's it?
I'm not too sure, but I saw the Google document of how it's going to be structured.
Oh,
so I think as we get close to the race, they're going to start releasing it to everyone.
Yeah, man.
Good luck, buddy.
Well, thank you.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. How do you manage battery sag? With field weakening and carefully evaluating when and when not to really utilize the torque. Where on a TEF1, it was more so of kind of ease into my speed, wait for the straightaways to just ramp up to my top speed instead of just trying to just jump at the guy in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's tricky. It is tricky because once you get the track down and then you feel pretty good about when not to do things, then you throw other people on the track, then you got to reevaluate everything. Everything's out the window. Because you can get someone in front of you that's just taking the worst lines ever, and you're like, oh my God, I need to get past you no matter what. But then you need to be like, okay, don't do anything stupid, because not to throw Zenli under the bus, but I got caught behind him on one of the heats, and I was misjudging his lines because I couldn't predict what he was going to do, so I was just kind of jumping into the pockets of the apex. And one of them, I got up on the rumple strip, and I'm like, oh, I should probably just wait. Just wait. Yeah. The opportunity will come, because it's just, every second counts. If you're stuck behind someone and the guys in front are going faster, it's going to be much harder to close that gap.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too.
Do you find any riders do that on purpose, Zach? You think maybe you think they're like, hey, you know what? If I don't let them pass me, I'm in the front. With that mentality?
I don't know. I don't think so. Even if you're in the front, and you're at your cap, you can't push yourself any faster, then I could see where blocking would be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I think everyone's just trying to get as much distance as they can. That way, if they do mess up on a turn just a little bit, they're not going to have the opportunity for the person behind them to utilize that.
Right.
Which it happens, anything, the wind can push you just a little bit.
I mean, it happens in cars, in NASCAR. You see how NASCAR, you get the cars going back and forth and not letting the guy get past, because they're trying to keep that lead.
Yeah.
I think wind, for me, I think wind is probably one of the hardest and worst things to deal with when riding, period. Wind will, oh my goodness, man. I've been riding, just even on the street, man. Sometimes I feel like someone just run up and punch you in the freaking face. Push you. Yeah, dude. It's like it'll push you out in the traffic and stuff, man. Wind is crazy sometimes.
When we're practicing, I'd try to draft behind my friends, and then thinking, hey, I'm going to try this on the racetrack. But when I go out to the racetrack, I'm thinking, no, this is the worst idea ever. I don't want to get, because anything can happen, someone could get torque wobbles or, wipe out on a turn, and oh crap, you're going to, hit them.
Yeah.
So a group spill.
It's a freaking crapshoot, man.
I certainly have that fear of, hitting someone who crashes in front of me.
CJ, what's happening? He made it. What's happening, brother?
Is he here now?
Yeah.
What's up, CJ?
Pack the set of lights. What you could do too with power knobs, if they don't sell the one with the lights, you can order some drone lights. And you can actually take the drone lights and put them right inside, and it'll light that thing up.
On the power knobs?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
He said he packed the set, Roger.
Yeah, I like the shred lights. The shred lights, they're just so damn bright.
Yeah, they're bright.
They're expensive though, I think.
Yeah.
For just being a damn light.
You can take some Christmas lights and just
that would be fun.
Hang them off your back, dude.
Put some ornaments on your wheel.
That's it, man. Put a freaking star up here. I think you answered this too. Do you prefer road or off-road racing?
I think off-road. Off. Short answer, off-road, just because it offers more variation with the terrain. You know, it's more stimulating. At least someone with me who's got ADD, it's fun.
It'll make you a better circuit racer too, man, because it's like you're always fighting to keep that thing going in the direction. And
how much do you weigh, Zach?
I weigh 153, then like around 170 with gear on.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm pushing with gear maybe.
Is there a specific helmet that you like would say, this is the helmet that this is the one?
Right now I have the Icon. It's a carbon fiber helmet, so it's pretty light, which I really do enjoy. I had some motocross helmets before that I really hated because it's just so head heavy. It was awful. Yeah.
How's your visibility out the Icon?
Perfect.
Good. Nice.
No, I get about to here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of switching into something like that too.
I have an Icon. I haven't worn it yet though.
No.
Yeah, I have that. I had that, and I bought. I'm not gonna tell you guys the other helmet. I gotta do a review on this one. You guys will see that very shortly. And then, of course, I get flack for my signature helmet. Sensei, why do you wear that helmet? Because I can see.
Or the football helmet?
Yeah, my punter's helmet, dude. That's my signature helmet, man. The shred helmet.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you look like; it's how you ride.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I can see.
Yeah, you don't want to get arrested in China. It's too much with that.
Hold on a second. I missed this one. Minnesota, 45 t-shirt weather, cold. Wow. Yeah, dude. I can imagine. Man, Minnesota gets cold, dude.
Jeez.
Trying to. Dude, the comment section is lit. Trying to see. Okay, here we go.
So what's your dad think about you, dude, and all your winning and you going to China and all this stuff on the EUC stuff? What's he saying? What's his opinion about all of it?
He's very encouraging. It's more so of like, no, you're going. And it's like,
good deal.
I'll make it work, but I also have a job too that even my boss was, is very supportive and basically said, if you don't go to China, you're fired.
There you go.
I have a lot of support.
That's the type of boss I would be.
That's a cool boss right there.
Yeah. You can't let that go, man. Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
You're on fire.
Well, thank you. I guess it's only a matter of time till someone younger and more handsome passes me up.
How many races are you aiming to do in 2025?
I don't know. I was kind of looking to cut back, but it's just so addicting.
It is addicting.
It is addicting.
I need to do more.
Yeah. When more. It feels like the past 3 months I haven't been home at all. I was like leave weekend, come back for the week, leave again, and just one weekend I'm in Arkansas, next week I'm in New York or LA.
Oh, cool. I remember that. I think that was at the indoor rally, at your rally. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a tricky little course.
Yeah, that thing was no joke, man.
Yeah, it was like a warehouse, like mostly inside a warehouse, a little bit outside, but you had that.
Yeah, dude. And the thing is, they couldn't open the door that time for some reason. I don't know if it was due to the weather, because they had a big door you could open and you can go outside and come back in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been cool if the door was open.
The Extreme Bull Commander GT Pro. Oh, I guess I don't know why riders are choosing that, but I would assume it's for it's high power output.
Yeah, Maribel was rocking
big battery packs. Yeah, she was rocking that pretty well.
He was rocking the snot out that freaking wheel, dude.
Mm-hmm. I thought for sure someone would be out there with a Master Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Because those turns, like they're banked into our favor, and like they're kind of sweeping. So having that wider, that bigger tire, I could see that being very advantageous.
Look at that.
Talking about tire, do you think what's the ideal tire?
Better to go to China. I'm sorry?
I said, what would you consider your ideal tire? 20, 22? You think they should go bigger?
It's tough to say. I think where like the more the majority of the wheels are now is kind of like the good sweet spot, because that way we're able to do like the Electrify Expo tracks where they're a lot tighter. You're a lot more turns. You're not really getting up to high the top speeds. And if we do like more of like superbike tracks with like tracks that are designed for faster cars, not so much for drifting, then I could see having a much bigger wheel, a much bigger battery pack. That could be the future of UC racing, because that way we might be able to see much higher end speeds than 62 miles an hour.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, some of these wheels are going like, what was the Russian? I guess, what do you hit, like 70 miles, 120 kilometers per hour or something like that?
74, 75 or something like that.
Yeah, he got up there.
Yeah, he was moving.
Mm-hmm.
But now, do you think it's safe to be past 65 miles per hour?
I think that's subjective, but if you do it carefully, I think it can be safe.
To me, I always because a lot of people, again, on the outside looking in, and this even goes with lawmakers and stuff, the first thing they want to capitalize on is speed, right? Oh, they go this fast. And I'm like, what kind of car do you drive? Are you driving a BMW? You driving a Benz? I bet you that car will do 150, 160 miles an hour. Are you driving it that fast on the road? No. You have common sense, right? And people are always so quick to want to. No, it's just like have some common sense when you know what I mean, when riding. I think no one's going to be blasting down a 30-mile-an-hour road with traffic, doing 80 on a wheel. I mean, come on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you understand what I mean.
I know what you mean. You also want to maintain some level of headroom for if you do hit a bump or you start to go uphill a little bit. It all plays a factor into how your wheel's going to perform. But if you see someone setting a high speed, don't try to go out and do it yourself. Really study your wheels software and like how to read your PWM. And
yeah, I know I kind of went the wrong way with that one. I mean, when I first got the Master V4 right from Clark, because I got the racing one that he had with all the works, I was riding the damn thing at 44%, I think, or 40%. And I gunned it, and I didn't pay attention to none of that stuff. Now I do. I had a cutout at 61.5, dude. Went flying, didn't break no bones, but I scratched myself up pretty damn good. And so I'm like, damn, dude, I could have died, man. So I gotta pay attention a little more, huh?
Yeah. joke. It doesn't take much for something to go wrong. I was again the T4 Pro it's not a high speed wheel. I had put knobs on it and I over torqued it twice, man, and I nearly cut it out. That thing, I was like Michael Jackson. I was up on my toes, dude, and I caught that freaking thing. Yeah, man, that's scary, man. That's wrecking's not fun at all. Stan is asking about the weight. Is weight of an EUC negative? I think we went over this too. Or do you think balance is more important?
I think, it's always good to have, a realistic power to weight ratio. Of course, balance is going to be very important with, maintaining, control of the wheel, of course, because if you have a big, heavy wheel, you got to really, learn how to maneuver it, because the last thing you want is speed wobbles and not being able to control it.
Yeah.
But then again, you don't want to be putting on a bunch of extra weight too. Like, you don't want to be putting on like really heavy roll cages, extra lights, saddlebags, JBL speakers, like that all, affects the performance of the wheel too.
Yeah. I actually wanted to do a video on that, man. I was like, that adds drag. It can imbalance your wheel. It can induce wobbles. Having like the weight that's important.
But I guess ultimately, just don't skip leg day. You'll have a lot more benefits than trying to risk it out there.
Yeah, Brady, I agree with that. At one point, I was like, nah, speed. No, I think the more speed is safer. You have more headroom. And especially if you're riding in the street, like the last time I rode my bike in the street, I felt like I didn't feel safe, especially the way they drive in Jersey. And Brady, if you ride, they're crazy over here. And at least with the EUC, man, you have enough power to get yourself out of harm's way. On a bike, you're like the Wicked Witch of the West, and you're just like, it's too late. You know what I mean? It's too late. You're not getting out the way, man.
Yeah. A freaking semi truck goes past you. You're getting winded.
Goodness, dude, that's it, dude. Yeah. This is a good question here. 134, 68, or 76 volt. Does it make a difference on a track, given the higher voltage wheels tend to be heavier?
I think it comes down to the rider if they can, really master that wheel, and I don't know. That's a tricky one, because gosh, like for example, we were all putting down our own personal records at AVS a couple weekends ago on a majority of 168 volt wheels, but then there's still people out there on 134 volt wheels that are able to improve their times from before and even be competitive with the 168. And I think it really just comes down to the rider at the end of the day. Like we were saying earlier, picking the best line, and that's the most efficient one, to where you can carry more speed through, you can take the shortest path. And I think a lot of it too is being comfortable how far over you can lean in your turns, depending on your tire, of course. Making sure you're dialed in at the right PSI, having the appropriate tire for the track.
Is there a specific tire you choose, Zach?
It used to be the Street Pilot 2, but I switched over to the IRC tire. Okay. And I can't remember which variant tire of the IRC is, but it's one of their standard ones, and it is a 90/90.
90/90. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Okay.
I don't know anyone specific, but I can see a lot of people putting down, some fantastic times where, we've never heard of them before. And, that's the thing with the community is not everybody posts on social media or goes to all the races. Majority of the people, have a good time, and a lot of them are naturally good at it. Or, some of them even have a mental block of like, I'm not good enough, but it's like, no, you are good enough. Just go to the races, go record yourself, because, people like me, like, yeah, I would love to see, some more content come out of China, and especially with, the guys over in Spain, they're doing a great job. And then, you see Phantomus and Ilion over in Russia, doing crazy stuff. So I'm really excited to ride with all those guys.
Dude, that'd be fun, man.
Yeah. Hey, Zach, I was looking at your guys, like the amount of time you guys took, the amount of meters that the track that you guys, and you guys aren't too far from. It's almost the same between the Americans and the Spaniard. So like when I hear people talk about, the Chinese riders and dude, we're America. Dude, we're gonna be number one. You know what I'm saying? Go bring home the gold, Zach.
Bring it home.
Yeah,
bring it
definitely
home.
do my
You
best.
guys are gonna do well, man. You guys are gonna do well. Captain Sended, what's happening, brother? You guys will do well.
Yeah, maybe I got to put some money on Zach, dude.
Yeah, do it.
I'm gonna I will play a few bets.
That looks like a math problem.
I've done 15, 19
He's missing the division and the multi.
Okay, talking about speed and basically mileage. Well, that's just anything. The faster you go, man, the more you're going to suck power out the wheel or in a car, the more gas you're going to use it.
Yeah, especially temperature too. That'll affect the batteries. If it's pretty cold outside, the voltage will sag a lot more.
Yeah, I do. I do think the UFO drones. I think it was Roger and Black Cobra flying around causing all the mayhem.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
All righty.
Yeah, I was out there looking up to see if I could see anything I didn't see. Because I don't live too far from the airport, so I just saw mostly planes flying around. But they're seeing stuff. Okay, he's Spartacus is calling. America Riders will be first, second, third. Okay.
Yeah, it's very optimistic. I'm just waiting for that one guy who's going to be the underdog. That
someone's going to come out the depths. Someone's going to come lurking out the depths, man.
Mm-hmm.
New Jersey riders, you got to be different to ride up here, dude. Jersey's crazy. Yeah. It's like you can be riding, everything is nice and calm. Dude, you take one wrong turn, you're on a freaking tollway, you're on a highway. Yeah, man. Jersey's crazy.
I believe it.
It's nuts up here. Oh, right. He did talk about that. Captain says about I tried what Dell said and use a 3-point method on the pedals. It actually works. I hate to say it, Dell is correct. Yeah, I shuffle my feet around like a tap dancer on my pedals, man. I try to.
I don't have any tread on my boots anymore because of it. It's all smooth.
Just because you're constantly moving, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know about that. I could see Show. I'd put my money on Show being at least. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, you guys, like I said, when I saw you guys last, You guys are cranking. I even the video I taken, you can hear me. I see show going down the back. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah.
Like show was moving, man.
Yeah.
It was just incredible. It's like you can't. I keep saying it, man. It was just watching you guys rip down that back straight. Watching Brady go down the back straight. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of energy that day. A lot. I wouldn't say shit talking, but a lot of rivalry. Like good, healthy rivalry.
Yeah.
Like, this is it. This is the place. Who's gonna do great?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great racing, man. You guys are gonna do well, but it's gonna be some good competition.
Oh yeah.
Let me just see if we can put some money on my. I'll keep some money in there for you, Seth. I'll keep some there. I might have to sell a wheel or two, man, but I'll make sure I have something for you, bro.
I'll remember your number.
Now, I think you guys will be fine. You guys are all. Oh, he said it sounded a little bit lower. Let me just move my mic. Thanks, Cobra. Put my mic a little bit closer. Let's see what we got here.
Racing to win. Oh. Probably the Master, but I'm kind of leaning towards either the Blitz Pro, X-Way, or the Sherman L.
Okay. Oh, they have a Blitz Pro? Pro? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. I don't know if it's secret or not, but I bought one, so I can share that.
It's not secret now. Okay. Cool, man.
Come out the new wheel every week.
Yeah, dude, they keep coming out, man. I'm waiting for somebody to race on the Griffin. I want to see somebody race on the Griffin.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, Alien Rides put up the video, but I haven't seen anybody race it, in competition yet.
Nice.
Yeah, I go through a lot of shoes, man. I keep some freaking kicks on my feet. I keep some shoes on my feet, dude. I think after when I messed my ankle up in that accident, I always keep good shoes on my feet.
That'll do it. Usually takes one crappy accident to really make you disciplined to wear the right gear. Oh. America.
Yeah, dude, you guys are gonna do well. So I always ask, usually when the riders come on the show, what would be if you were to spec out a wheel? What would be your options or trimmings that you would want on a wheel, like the voltage, tire size, all that, like the options? What would you go with? What would be your wheel of choice for racing? Well, you know what? Let's just say, for the sake of the show, let's just say like an all-arounder. You know what I mean? If you want to make it as like your daily rider, your daily rider, and then you want to go take it to the track, what would you spec it out as?
Yeah. The same motor, if not better than the one they have on probably the X-Way. The X-Way motor with a 90/90 profile tire, aftermarket linkage. I really like what Vince Ramirez does with his aftermarket parts.
Okay.
So absolutely having that. And then, I do love the 168 volts for the mount, of I guess torque wise, and just having that power available.
Okay.
But it has a bit of drawbacks because it's just you just lose so much battery life because it's just draining constantly at a much faster rate. But for racing, I would definitely like that.
Okay.
In my honest opinion, I would prefer to have, probably like monocell batteries or P45Bs with, maybe one less in parallel to drop the weight down, but also having, enough, a less internal resistance to allow it to, produce more power to the motor without having any sort of, major drawback. But yeah, I can forego speakers, forego the lights, forego the trolley handle. I really like Clark's eWork pedals because they have that gas pedal effect where it's kind of like a bowl shape. I really like using the leverage inside of that. But it's hard to say because I like every wheel has its own purpose, and
that is so true.
It would be along those lines.
That is so true, and what you're comfortable riding too. I think a lot of factors go into it. Your weight, your height. I know for me, I'm starting to lean probably toward a taller wheel because my legs are so long. So yeah, but no, that's good stuff.
You're talking about them big bird legs?
Oh man, I got legs like a freaking stork. This is one thing too. Do you notice that when you're racing off road, that sometimes having too much torque can actually be your disadvantage? No. This was my theory on it. Especially now, like you said, you're getting up to like the 168 volts. What I like, even when I raced, like the last race I did with Cobra, I get into the final. I'm like, and I'm on my RS. I know I wasn't going to get anywhere near up in the front, but I was like, I just want to get a good start, try to stick at least with the, with the lead pack. Dude, I got down on that thing and that wheel shimmied around. And that was it. That was it. Everyone just took off, man. So it was like I put too much down and that thing just twisted up on me. That's what I was saying. Sometimes maybe this is my opinion, a higher torquing wheel might get you in trouble on the dirt, depending on how loose or how, if it's tightly packed, okay. But if it's loose, like sandy stuff, and you try to get down on it, man, you can be, might be in for a nice sideways day on the ground. So
no, I hear you. That definitely can happen. And usually when I'm caught in the situations where I'm riding through sand or like loose stuff, I'll try to get low and just try to use my knees for the torque instead of my upper body.
Gotcha.
That way, like my weight is still on top of the wheel, and if the wheel does slip, I can recover that and rooster tail.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
makes sense. See, so I say, man, I always learn. Nice.
But you need the knobby tires. That'll really change
that. Yeah, I had the I mean, it's okay. It's an okay in between tire for street. I had the Kenda 626, but it probably I know Tarzan was telling me I should have had the Shinko 244, and that'd have been a lot better.
That's a good tire, but I'd always prefer the 241.
241, okay.
Yeah, that 241 digs a lot better than the 44.
Okay, Cobra, I'll be ready, man. Quick reminder, Wheel Life Rally 2025 will be August 15th and 16th.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to put in for that, man, for some vacation right in January. I'm getting up there early this time. Last time I got there, Cobra was like, come on, man. It's time to race. I'm like, yeah, I'm just jumping off the car, putting my pads and stuff on and jumping and getting ready to race.
You'll be ready this year.
It was fun.
You're gonna start training more.
Yeah, I gotta train for this one. That's
the one you're gonna use, that T4, right?
I'm gonna get. I don't know, dude. Like I said, it doesn't have. I think for the woods race, I could get away with that, but with the flat track, I would need something faster because it's wide open. It's wide open. So you're gonna have to clock them. But the woods track, I'd be fine with my T4 with a knobby tire on it.
Yeah, this year hopefully everything goes good, man. I start hitting some races up finally.
I think I'm ready. The show. Yeah, man, you get a few under your belt.
Something.
Yeah, definitely get out to some races.
I know I'm supposed to go up and visit Roger and I guess show him my writing style.
He's calling you out, Roger.
That's what he asked me. So I was like, all right, I'll be up there, dude.
Roger, he's saying you're getting fluffy around the edges, man. Does your guest realize his status as a pioneer of EEC racing? He will be forever etched in EEC history. Yeah, dude, you're definitely carving your name in stone. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's very nice of you to say.
That's a good thing, man.
I'm one of many.
That's a good thing. So this is for Cobra's event. People can come on the 15th to set up and camp. Race day is the 16th. All day will be done in one day. Oh, one day? Okay. Mm-hmm. But you'll probably do like you did a ride out, Cobra, right? The first day when everyone comes to camps out, you did a nice ride out and everything.
Yeah, I like the camping vibes.
Yeah, they had it laid out. I was just gonna crash out my car. It rained so bad, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work. So like, I just take a sleeping bag and sleep on the freaking ground. Primo is in the house enjoying the Florida weather. Why don't you come join us up north here again, buddy? Streaming prison.
Hey, Zach. Hey, thank you for coming on the show, dude. Sensei, I had something kind of come up right now when I walked away, dude. So I'm gonna have to deuce on you guys. Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's good, man.
Thanks for coming on the show, Zach. I wish you the best over in China, dude. I'm gonna be rooting for you, and I'm gonna put some money on you, and let's bring home the gold, Zach.
No pressure, no pressure.
I'll do my best, man. Thank you for having me.
Yep. See you guys soon.
Later, man.
Later, dude.
See if we can.
That guy's right. I got some prison vibes going. Let's see if I can get a nice background.
I'll just take and remove.
Hey.
Yeah. Let me see what else we got. I'm just trying to see which ones. No, that's too close. We'll just go with this one. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we'll go for a few more minutes. I don't want to keep you on too long.
I'm digging this living room pad.
You got the nice pad there.
Yeah, I got my piano fireplace.
They're gonna say, you just didn't leak a new wheel. They're gonna pretend they didn't hear that. But that's good though, man.
Oh.
That's all right. That's good publicity anyway.
Sorry.
Nah, dude, please.
Yeah.
Oh, Roger, so you got to bring it, Mikey. Don't take it easy on him, Roger.
Mm-hmm.
And I come out there and ride with you too, man. Don't try to kill me.
Oh, he will.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I don't know where he gets his energy, but he's got a lot of it.
Yeah, he rolls out when he rides, man.
Mm-hmm. Selbach 20.
These guys are hilarious.
How many miles would you ride weekly on average? We usually ride every Friday, and we do about like 90.
Jeez Louise, dude.
And then we do off-road, usually about like 20 to 30 miles.
Dude, I need to just get off and go for a ride.
Yeah.
That's miles, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we bring our EV adapters and just go to the charge points.
Nice.
Quick charge 20 amps.
Nice.
Yeah, see, it's no secret.
Is it a bunch of new little wheels coming out? I know the E25 should be dropping, and the V8. I don't know what's going on. I know they were talking about the V18. I don't know what's happening with that. It was supposed to be out in July. Motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard there's like a Falcon Pro.
They're pro in everything, dude.
Yeah, everything's gonna be a pro.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna keep the same voltage, maybe up the battery, or how's that gonna work?
Probably the motor, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. So the one I have now, it honestly feels perfect for what it is. It's kind of like an RS with suspension. But I guess the next thing that would make it better would just give it a little bit more beefy of a motor,
a little more pep.
A little more pep.
Let me see if we can. Oh, okay. This is a good one here. I just think that's it depends on the rider, George.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. It depends on how hard you're going to push it. For me, I don't
true, yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you really don't want to put a new rider on, I'd say nothing more than a master.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to start them off on like a, probably like a V11.
Definitely don't want something too
more
heavy.
so,
That's just going to make for a crappy experience, man. Too heavy.
Yeah, it's tough, especially with like if you're trying to teach your girlfriend to ride, you don't want to give her a big wheel.
Nah.
You want to throw her on like a T4 or an Extreme right away.
Yep.
It's got to be. It's got to be around like the second gen wheels.
Yeah, too much weight to start out with, man, is just no good. Like I have the EX20. I like it. It's a nice comfy ride, but there's just certain times like if you have to start out on a freaking hill, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh dude, I wish I had like the freaking wheel, dude. Yeah.
I guess if it's a wheel that you can comfortably just stand on with one foot, with one other foot on the ground, then perfect, because that's what the beginner's gonna be doing the whole time is just constantly restarting. They ride, drop the wheel, get back on, and that getting back on, if the wheel's constantly digging into their ankle as they're getting back on, then they're just gonna hate it.
They're gonna hate it. That's a fact. Have a good night, Cobra, bro. Thanks for joining us, man.
What's up, man? See you in China.
That's it. It's on.
Yeah. The best tire pressure for off-loading and for racing. I think you said off-roading.
Yeah.
It really depends on the terrain. Like if you get a lot of, like if it's kind of smooth, if it's a smooth track, not a whole lot of bumps and rocks, then it can probably get away being in in probably between 30 and 35 psi. But there's gonna be a lot of like hard rocks you're coming down on, then you're gonna want to be close to 40.
Makes sense.
Because it's just, yeah. But you also got it. You really got to tinker with that because you don't want to be at too high of a psi because then you'll have less tire contact.
Yeah.
You want
you're right on that little strip, that little center strip that can
make
for
like if you're on decomposed granite where like the top surface is kind of slick, then you of course want a lower psi. But don't drop into the 20s.
No, I used to ride about 28, but now I think I settled at about 32. Between 30 and 32 seems to be good for me. They're saying you're a little bit out of focus. I can't see. You look in focus on my screen. I can't see it.
Yeah, I think it's this background. I got to go back to the prison.
Oh man, we still got a ton of comments here. These are all saying for Cobra. I was getting a lot of shout outs. The chat is hilarious tonight. I'm a great teacher. Yes, Roger. I'm coming out there to be taught. I don't want to come home in a body cast.
In a body cast.
My wife will not be a happy camper.
No. Should sell all your wheels while you're in the hospital.
I'm telling you, right? She rides though. She actually rides.
She does?
Yeah, she has a V. I'm looking. She has a V10F. She hasn't been on it in a while, but she's a quick. She learned quick. She snowboards and everything. So
well, that's good.
Yeah, she's a daredevil, man.
Yeah. Well, you got to take her on a date pretty soon.
Right?
Ride to a restaurant, you know.
We need to do that. Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, he said, George, weight is usually the limiting factor for new riders. Many suggest starting with a smaller, lighter, less expensive wheel. Yeah, I agree, 100%, man.
Yeah, a cheap one too, because it's gonna get banged up.
Yep. Take it easy, Captain Send. Oh no, he's saying about a Cobra. Captain Send representing Australia.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. They should bring EXN back.
They should. Mm-hmm. They should, man. There's a few wheels they should upgrade.
Yeah, I do miss my RS. That was my
dude. I still have mine. I can't get rid of that thing. I love that wheel, man. I love that wheel.
Future. That's right. The Future. Yeah.
Panther. I watched somebody put up, but it wasn't. It was very quick. Was it? Was it John Fernandez? Maybe. I don't want to miss. Well, it might have been John Fernandez. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is. It's kids 42 volt. Okay.
That'll be good.
Volt. Yeah, kid. Yeah, they definitely need some smaller wheels for the kiddies.
Mm-hmm. The Commander Max.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. That should be coming out soon. These guys, Devo's a nut.
I'll find the McDonald's. I don't want to deviate too far from my comfort zone.
Yeah, CJ, you got enough wheels, man. You got enough. He got a wicked stable.
The Patton S for off-road. I've never ridden the Patton S.
Never ridden.
I don't know. No, I mostly have Begode wheels. I don't know too many people with, a bunch of veteran, but I had the opportunity to ride the Apex recently, and I really like it.
Awesome. Nice. Good. I want to see them do. I want to see Jack them do well, man. I'll wish them the best with that, man. Really, really want that wheel to do well.
Me too. It sounds like they got a lot of projects in the work that, I'm excited.
Good. Awesome.
I like their setup and their form factor. I think they'll go pretty far.
Yeah, they'll do well. Willie Brady, take it easy, brother. Always going to meet up with Law. Nice. Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Law's cool, too.
It's always a good time with Law.
Yeah, Law's a good dude, man.
I think so.
Yeah.
But Go does a lot of fun group rides. It seems like it's a good turnout.
I see McDonald's like. Oh my goodness.
The mobile app is your passport.
Oh man, that is funny. Luna, take it easy, bro. Thanks for stopping in. And what we're going to do, we're going to start winding down. If there's anything else you want to add, Zach, man, I appreciate you coming on. This was awesome.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, man. This is pretty fun.
Yeah, dude. Wish you all the best. I am definitely going to be watching all the live streams. Anyone else have any more questions? If you could please smack the like button. This will help push the video up the algorithm and just get this out. Like I said, man, we're all in this together. All of us, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We're all in this together. And I guess there's one thing I want to talk about, and that's a little project that a bunch of my friends from the community and, you know, some new friends that have come on, and, you know, we're making a one-stop shop for all EUC racing. It's a website called the EUCRacingLeague.com. And then there you can find all the upcoming races and all the details for it. You know, it'll give you the right links to the, you know, to Eventbrite or their own dedicated website, so, you know, so you can get the tickets. And that way you don't have to like sift through Facebook, Instagram, and like Telegram to like, you know, what the hell's going on? Is there anything coming up?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And it's fun. Like, since we launched it, we've had a lot of like positivity, you know, coming to it, as you know, really cool ideas. One of them is like an interactive map where you can see like where, you know, group rides are happening, like where certain race teams are, you know, PEV repair shops. You know, like everyone has like their own little faction. Like for us, like, you know, there's not a whole lot of us in Sacramento, but, you know, we go by the big Sac boys, so it's pretty fun to put in there. And then, you know, you got, you know, of course, you know, the Bay skate riders in the Bay and people out in Phoenix. It's fun. It's a good way to bring everyone together and, you know, find.
That's awesome.
If you're traveling around, like, oh shit, I didn't know there's a presence out here. I'm gonna hit some people up to ride. But, you know, we eventually want to, you know, grow it to be, you know, a more informative too. You know, we want to get more of the racing stats on there and try to make it, you know, more competitive in that regard. Because the biggest thing is, you know, we want people to get better. We want, you know, no one to feel intimidated coming out to races, or like, you know, I'm not going to do good. Like, I'm not. It's like, no, like,
said that.
You're good. Like, just go have fun. Like,
I'm glad you said that.
No one's going to give you shit. It's, you know, you're going to go there, you're going to make some friends. You're going to get better at what you love doing. And that's the best part of our sport.
Yeah. I always recommend people go to events. I always say it's like EUC University. You go one way and then you come out a better rider. It doesn't matter how you place, you come out a better rider. It's like guaranteed, man.
Exactly. Especially what we were saying earlier, like, we're all like tenths of a second away from each other. And, you know, that's the only way to get better is if you're competing up against someone who, you know, directly rivals you. You know, if you're racing up against people who are like, they're a minute behind you, then it's like, you're just going to get complacent and you know, it's not going to be as fun.
Yeah, that's true. You're not gonna push yourself or get better. You just go to sit in that same pocket. Michael Meyer has a good question for you.
So I primarily ride the ET Max on the street and bike trails. I ride my V4 Master off-road. I've had custom battery packs for it to make it lighter and more torquier, of course. You know, but I definitely prefer to have the Vince Ramirez aftermarket suspension on the back. Like, I haven't really had anything that really rivals it, and I kind of hate the stock Begode shocks and linkages. Like, I'll post a picture later of like all the stock parts I have that I've ripped off and, you know, put custom stuff on it. Yeah,
I got to get a race wheel. That's what I've kind of been like, what should I get? And say I didn't know. People recommend the Master 4 to me all the time. So I was like debating between the Master 4, the Blitz, or the the Griffin.
Oh, the Griffin.
Yeah. So we'll see.
The Sherman L is a pretty good competitor too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. When I was with Roger last time, he convinced me on it. It's fun. Like, it's actually pretty nimble.
I gotta try to see if I can demo that wheel.
I think you just need a road trip. Or not
I need to come out to you guys, man.
Out to California, man.
I need to. Well, what I was talking with Mikey was and I've been talking because with Roger I said my birthday is coming up like in January. So maybe like January or February I can get out there. I mean, I have a ton of vacation time.
Yeah, it never rains in Southern California.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get out there.
Yeah, let me know when you do. I'll try to be down there too.
Awesome, dude. That'd be fun, man. Oh my goodness, I ain't be cheesing like a fat rat.
We'll do all what we can do to help this sport grow. Yeah, Brett is a superhuman. He doesn't run out of stamina. He just keeps going and going. I love it. And he's one of my favorite people in the community. I'm happy to have him.
Right. Yeah, I'm like I say, I'm not the best rider out there, but I enjoy riding and making the content. I just try to keep pushing out content to help grow the sport and put a spotlight on it. That's like my main thing for the community, man. Just try to shine a light on it.
Yeah, that's one of the best things we can do.
Yeah.
Especially when the weather's crappy. It's like you can't ride, so what can you do?
Yeah, dude. That's the only thing about this time of year up here. It's cold, snow, and it's been cold and rainy.
Yeah. Like just talking about riding satisfies me.
If you could repeat the website.
It's the eucracingleague.com.
Okay. And I'll make sure to put that in the description because I'm going to watch this back through. Once you hit 88 miles an hour, Devo. Max capacity.
I did not. He's talking about the Sherman.
Sherman out, yeah. All right, cool, Roger. Yeah, dude, I'll contact you, because I got you on Instagram and you can help me sort out the details and stuff. And I'll come out for like a week. Yeah, dude, that's like my main thing. Like even like going to the events and stuff. I just try to, not saying I don't like competition, but I just try to improve myself. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm not. I think my thing with racing too is I don't mind like if I go down, I just don't want to be the cause of someone wrecking because of me. If that makes any sense, I don't want to see anybody getting hurt, man. Yeah, that's the biggest thing with me. Even like in group rides and stuff like that, I try to I don't want to cause any accidents toward anybody, man. So
it's tough, but hey, it happens.
It happens, yeah.
You just gotta get up, brush it off. Everyone, like 99% of the time, everyone will be okay. No hard feelings.
Dude, I got to tell this story. I remember I was racing at Cobra's rally, man. It was freaking hilarious. I got the videos actually up there, and we're racing, and we have the cameras and stuff. And I was in front of my buddy, and I could hear him yelling, "Yeah, Sensei, yeah, I see you up there." And I wrecked, and he comes flying by me. He's like, "Yeah, dude." He gets up around the corner and just bites it, dude. Bang. Yeah, man. And I come flying by him. That was, oh my goodness, dude, that'd be one of the funniest things. And we got the whole conversation right on video. It's freaking hilarious.
I need to go find that video.
The Panther.
Yeah, 4,400 watt hours.
That's a big girl right there, dude. I would never run out of battery on that thing.
No.
Because I just don't ride. Like my rides are like between 15 and 20 miles. Yeah, I wouldn't.
But I guess it allows you to, ride at higher speeds for longer durations.
Longer period of time. That's a lot of battery.
Yeah, shit.
Damn. That's like all my wheels added up together.
Yeah.
Well, my EX20 got a 3,600 watt-hour battery.
Yeah, crap. I guess you really got to like train for that wheel.
Yeah, she's a big girl, man.
It's strong.
And like you said, the more stuff you put on it, just like it's like a freaking horse, like we're riding on a rhino. But it's comfortable. Comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Well, the X-Way, it does. It seems like the pedals seem high. I was watching Marty's video, and he's up off the ground on that thing.
Yeah, at least there's variable, like they can change the ride height with the suspension. There's adjustments in the back to, kind of lower the shock, which lowers the height a little bit.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Phantom is never doing that stuff.
Yeah. Mike was doing it not too long ago in France.
Mike Leahy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Didn't Wrong Way join him? I think he did a video when they were
doing Wrong Way joined him. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And them dudes
it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I say within the next few years, man, something really good is gonna happen. It has to. It's gonna happen.
I think the biggest problem is when people are jumping like those big gaps, there's a bigger opportunity for the wheels just to blow apart. And from like an event organizing perspective, it's like, I don't know if I want to spend the money to have, these people flown out, housed, fed, and then they do, a few warm-up laps and their wheel just blows apart. It's like, well, crap. I'm not saying that for every wheel, but it's very likely these things blow apart, and I've seen it happen. It's just
think about it, man. Dirt bikes are made to jump, and they jump with them things, and they'll come apart. You know what I mean? So imagine all that weight coming down on one wheel, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It can only do but so much. Eventually, man, one day it's come down and everything just come apart. Have a yard sale.
We want the lightest wheels, and the compensation is, well, do you want to do metal or plastic?
That's
like, well, shit. I'd rather have just a heavier wheel if it's going to be more durable.
Oh, he said he broke his arm.
Oh,
he broke his arm in Germany. Oh.
Well, Mike broke his arm. He's really good at hiding injuries. That sucks.
Well, we wish him some healing vibes to get back on his feet. Okay, man. I think we are all caught up. Zach, again, man, it was phenomenal having you on. I highly appreciate you coming on. And anytime you want, man, you can always hit me up. I know you're going to come back with some epic stories from China.
Oh,
so you might want to come back on after that. But if there's anything else you want to say, feel free, and then we'll shut it down.
Well, yeah, man. Well, I very much appreciate being here. I'm a huge fan of the show, so it was very nice to be a part of it for once. But yeah, I would love to see you come out to California and ride with all of us.
I will. I'll definitely come out for 2025. Yeah,
make it happen.
Either January or February. Mm-hmm. I just have to see what month is best. Well, whatever. Try to coordinate the schedules, and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen. And dude, good luck in China. I wish all you guys the best. Please be safe, guys. Please be safe. Mm-hmm. And go there and represent. Bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
Bring it home.
For the Stars and Stripes.
USA, brother.
That's it. That is it. But everybody, if you could please, again, smash that like button. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us on this Friday. Remember, you get on your wheel, you ride it.
Yeah, ride.
You be safe out there, but you ride it like you hate it. I'm Sensei,
I'm Zach.
Yes. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Hello. Good night.
Peace out.